Hello, everybody.
Hello. Good morning.
Welcome. Good to see you, team.
Happy time zone.
Happy time zone. It is a Tuesday, I think.
No, it is. It's Tuesday, at least for us.
Yeah, and last time we streamed Gerda, A Flame in Winter was on Friday.
Yes.
And today we're going to make a bunch of the opposite choices. This is a new branching narrative game by Portaplay, and we are grateful to be sponsored by Dontnod to check it out early with all of you fine people here.
Yeah, so this story is based on true events, and it is set in World War II in a small Danish country during the Danish countryside during the German occupation in World War II. So, all of our decisions in this game are going to have a huge impact on how the story bends and twists. So today we're going to make some really different decisions than we made last time, and I'm curious to see what happens.
What happens?
What unfolds.
If you would like to check it out or add it to your wish list on Steam, ! Gerda in the chat is the way. And let me tell you this, team. They have the really cool relationship metric in this game where we see on screen, it's like an RPG light game where we have this plus and minus to the different relationships. We are measuring both our relationships to other entities, like other characters in the game or different factions, different sides of the war, as well as the trust that individual relationships have in us.
Yes.
So it's very interesting that we get to see how all that works as we're going, and I'm very excited because we play a lot of branching narrative games on our stream.
Love them.
To unpack this one and dive in a little bit deeper. Rachel Annie had a good time on the first playthrough, yeah.
Yeah, and Pieces of Eden.
Pieces
Thank
of
you
Eden.
so much for starting us off with a gifts of group hug.
Come here. Let me give you a good hug.
Pieces.
Appreciate you being here with us. And LLB, thank you.
LLB,
Thank you as well. Look at this.
Thank you.
Look at all these fundamentally kind people on the internet. I knew they were there. What's going on? Thank you for being here. Vices and Discos back for 15 months. And Kimmy Hazard. Can we get a little mod love for our mods? Back for 4 years.
That's incredible.
Kimmy Hazard, thank you. Thank you for being with us for 4 years. This team runs deep. Appreciate you. Alyssa Alsini, thank you for being here 38 months.
Yes.
And Serena is here for 2. Thank you for being with us.
Hello. And Brooke Strife is cheering. And Kefka
is
also back for 48 months.
Kefka. Daisy P. writes, can I give you a big hug as well? We appreciate you so much. Thank you for your good vibes. Where is everybody tuning in from around the world?
Yeah, where in the world are you?
I got some really interesting messages after our stream of this game last time about people that also had family that lived in Tinklev. So this story takes place basically right on the border between Denmark and Germany, if I understand that correctly, and the German occupation during the Second World War. So pretty much all of our seemingly small decisions are going to have big impacts because of the time place that this story is taking place. Even though we're not necessarily involved in the war, we're not a soldier, we're a nurse. And all of the decisions made by ordinary civilians during wartime have, of course, these,
massive effects.
Yeah, right?
We have friends in Latvia and Pennsylvania, Michigan, Canada,
Hello.
South Wales,
Hello.
Spain, the Philippines, Arizona, Wisconsin, Brazil, Finland,
hello.
Ireland, Poland, Louisiana.
What's going on, team?
Estonia,
Hey.
Scotland, Texas,
Irish folks, what's going on? Also
London.
Irish.
Netherlands, Spain, UK, Chechnya.
Yo. And Daisy P. writes, thank you again for sparkling up our stream.
Thank you.
Daisy P. Wright showing the love, and Susie the Nose showing the love. Team, we are hyped for you being here with us. Thank you for all the incredible love. I'm so glad to have all of you with us and playing some of these branching narrative games.
Also, I have to show you all because I just got this done yesterday, and I'm
Tell 'em, babe.
real excited.
Let 'em know.
I got a second piercing. I got a second piercing, and it was
Actually,
really...
I got a third and a fourth piercing.
Well, yeah. So I got a third and a fourth piercing, and Brian came with me.
I did. She was a champ, team.
Yeah.
It was pretty much...
So yeah, I got.
Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Now you're pierced. Neko Tiger. Hey, Neko. Thank you, Neko, for the gifted subs. Can we offer you some ducks?
These are our friends.
All right, team. Pay close attention to the ducks and the chickens in Gerda, A Flame in Winter. Just mentioning it now, but pay attention.
Pay attention.
Okay?
Daisy P, thank you so much for the big cheers.
Thank you kindly. And I think it's time for us to go. If you would like to retweet to invite your friends, now's a good time to do so. And Let's get it going.
Hula Yellow, welcome back for 7 months.
Hello.
And Nakiro, welcome back for 16.
Hey, Nakiro. Thanks for chilling with us. I've got some game audio up here.
Okay.
And this is the Steam store of Gerda. If you'd like to check it out, you can, of course, add it to your wish list, ! Gerda in the chat. And let me fire it up here. We're going to start again from the start.
Hey, Zorro, it's your birthday?
Happy birthday, Zorro. Happy birthday. Thanks for hanging out with us.
I love Zorro. He was my childhood hero.
I mean, Zorro's awesome.
Yeah. And Toshter, thank you so much for the gift sub group hug. Thanks, Toshter.
Yo.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna double check our settings here. We have no subtitles, but all of the dialogue is on screen, so it kind of is subtitles. Amelia and I are gonna do some impromptu voices as we go, and let's start a new game. Rewrite the existing file. No, we'll go to a new save slot.
A new save slot.
December 1939.
This is a preview demo because the game is still in development.
The full game, Sally Cat, will be released later in this year, and we're getting to check out about the first 2 hours available in this pre-release demo.
Fylder glæden mit sind. Du træt, trist og tvær, rejs mod dem, som du har kær. Her skal vor kolde hjerter varmes i hjemmegnens skær.
Why, who is this?
Gerda. The station looks the same as ever. I wonder how much the town has changed since I was here last.
Gerda!
Anders! Oh. I really like this art style.
Me too. I think it's a cool way to animate little moments in between. Dialogue choices. You can select an option by clicking it or pressing 1, 2, 3, or 4 on the keyboard. I can't believe you're finally home. How was the journey?
All right, so last time we said it was all right. So how about, it's horrid. Horrid. There were so many people on the train. We were practically sitting on each other's laps. I suppose everyone is hurrying home for Christmas.
Would a surprise cheer you up?
A surprise?
Let's call it an early Christmas present. But first, guess which hand it's in.
So I think last time we picked the left hand, so let's do the right hand.
All right, let's see. It's the right hand?
The right one.
And the lady is correct.
It's a scarf.
Do you like it? I wasn't sure if...
Oh, it's lovely. Thank you. So lovely, in fact, that I'm gonna put it on right this instant. How do I look?
Like a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, Papa!
Oh, motion, there you are.
Hi, Papa.
I'm sorry. I wasn't here to help get you off the train. I had to assist some passengers on the other platform. Herr Klein, it's good to see you. Hello, Anders, likewise.
Papa, do you notice anything different about me?
Different? Well, now let's see. Did you do something with your hair?
Okay, so last time we said you're getting close, so let's just shake our head.
Well, then, oh! Is that a new scarf you're wearing?
Yes, Anders just gave it to me now.
Well, it looks mighty fine on you, Mauschen. Do you think your mother would like a scarf like that?
So as long as it's not the same color, or I'm sure she'd love it. I don't remember what we did last time. Does anybody else?
What do you want to say, team? I think as long as it's not the same color we said last time.
I'm sure she'd love it. How is she, by the way? I assume she's turned the house upside down because we're coming home for dinner.
Yes. She's practically chased me out with her broom. So I took an early shift at the station. That way I could also be here when you arrived. Though I suppose this young man here beat me to it. Now let me take your suitcase, dear. No. Allow me.
Okay, so last time we had Anders take our suitcase. So do we want Papa to take it, or do we want to do it ourselves? I think actually last time we said I can handle it myself, and then they were like, no.
But then they insisted.
Yeah.
All right, let's let Papa take it from the start.
Papa, you can take it. He is still on duty after all.
Oh, Dieter's trust is +1.
Okay.
Gerda's current level of trust with Dieter. So you can see on the side of the screen on the right here, we have Anders' relationship trust is up to 9 and Dieter's to 3. Last time, I don't think we got it above 1.
No. Also, I just want to say thank you so much for everybody sharing what choices we should make, and I'm so impressed that you remember what we did last time. So thank you.
Some of you have incredible memories.
Yes.
A bunch of detectives here. I've discovered today that we have many more detectives in this community than might have otherwise been known. Irish Deviant, welcome back, and thank you for the double gifted subs, my friend. Appreciate you. Trust. The level of confidence a person has in you. Trust affects what you can persuade that person to do. During conversations, the right side of the screen will show changes to the trust of people you are speaking to. Indeed I am. But Anders' trust went down.
Oh!
Gerda's current level of trust with Anders is down to 8.
Oh, okay.
Trust can be gained and lost, even in the same conversation. Gaining the trust of one person can sometimes come at the cost of another's. Heave ho, off we go.
Oh, look at you, Papa, rhyming. Anders looks a bit hurt.
You want to try to cheer him up? It's
Yeah.
very easy.
Let's do it.
All right, so we can roll this dice, which gives us a chance roll. It's a little bit different than making a dialogue choice or a full choice on its own because there's the element of chance, but this says that it's very easy, so let's give it a roll.
Oh, I like that sound effect. Try to cheer him up.
Chance rolls. Some choices have an uncertain outcome and depend on a chance roll. The successful chance roll will yield a positive outcome. Failing a chance roll gives an unexpected or negative outcome, but still moves the story forward.
Cool. Oh, darling, please don't be upset. My dad needs this. He's getting older, you know. I'll let you carry all my luggage from now on.
You promise?
I do, you silly man.
Anders' trust is back to 9.
Nice. Now, let's not keep Papa waiting for too long. Otherwise, he might think we've eloped.
Strenuous Sphinx, thank you for the gifted sub to Cherry Juice. Appreciate you. And Angzilla, welcome back for 28 months in a row. Everyone ready to go? Oh, morning there, Herr Klein. Taking off for the day? Indeed. I'm celebrating my daughter's return from the big city. Ah, that's right. The young lady here is officially a nurse now, and I hear rumors about wedding bells, too. I suppose there was no need for all that education after all, eh? Actually,
I'm going to help out at Dr. Lindholm's clinic.
I see. How very, modern. Herr Klein, will I be seeing you at the party rally this Thursday? Certainly. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Splendid. I'll leave you to it then.
Are you a member of the party now, Papa?
I am. Your Uncle Klaus persuaded me to join last week.
Okay, so I think last time we said, but why? So I don't believe it.
They think they will have a real chance of moving the border further north.
But what about Mom? What does she have to say?
Your mother is still getting used to the idea, but she'll come around. With all due respect, Herr Klein, how can you support a party that endorses Nazi values? Those values are not why I joined. The party is offering us a real chance to get our land back. I'm sorry, sir, but I have to disagree. We might only be 10 kilometers from the German border, but last I checked, Tinklev is a part of Sonderland, and Sonderland is part of Denmark. Listen here, young man. You're not old enough to know the history of this area.
Oh no, this is getting heated. What do I say? Okay, so...
Ooh, so both of these are chance rolls and that are nearly impossible.
So last
it's
time...
gonna cost this relationship either way.
Yeah, I think last time I said, Papa, it's in the past. So, should we try and get Anders to understand?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do all the opposite options, so here we go.
Oh, it's so bad. Anders, try to understand.
Chance rolls can be easier or harder based on the trust a character has in you. Items, knowledge, and other stats can also affect the chance rolls.
Papa has been alive longer than us. He remembers a time when this area was German. How would you feel if your culture was slowly taken away?
Well, I guess I won't have to wait long to find out. Not if your father and the rest of his party get their way. Danish relations down. Gerda's current affinity with the Danish civilians is down to -1.
Ooh. The level of affinity you have with a faction and the people who belong to it, how well you understand them and their spirit. During conversations, the right side of the screen will show changes in your relation with different factions.
Well, I suppose we'll have to disagree on the matter, son.
Listen, let's not spoil Christmas peace. The news about the war in the rest of Europe is bad enough as it is. How about we go home and enjoy the delicious dinner Mom prepared for us?
You're right, dear. There's no use arguing about this. Besides, the war is so far away, it'll never reach us here. This is Denmark, after all.
Famous last words. Julie L. Rose, welcome back for 39 months.
And Shinra Dog, welcome back for 27. I see Julie Entel's back for 48.
Did come. Only a few months later, on April 9th, 1940, German forces crossed the Danish border. In towns like ours, German only a generation before, the occupiers were received warmly. In other towns, with hostility. Within 2 hours, the government capitulated. Within 4, the fighting stopped. The king gave a speech, urging calm and cooperation to avoid needless bloodshed. Most of us listened. For years, life moved along normally, if a bit uncertain. And some of us delayed our lives, waiting for the war to end. Only a few upstarts, mostly communists and young students, made trouble for the Germans, with limited public support. But then, in 1943, the winds of war blew in from the east, and German supremacy no longer seemed assured. Then more Danes began to rise up, and the occupation became more violent. The Germans disbanded the Danish military, took over our police, and began shooting those who rose against them. But neither side had clean hands. The resistance executed informants, snitches, and collaborators. Danes fought against Danes. Even in our little rural hamlet, the soldiers came. The Gestapo came. The war bared its bloody fangs. Abroad, German lines were collapsing, their forces folding under Allied advance. But our town was a powder keg, ready to explode. We knew the war would be over soon. We only had to keep our heads down a little longer.
Oof. So it does look like these are real photos that have been stylized to fit into the art of the game.
Yeah. So this game is inspired by true events, which I think is... I love history, and so I think it's a very interesting way to incorporate history into a game.
Yeah, and Kelder, we do plan to check out the full game once it's released later in this year, but exclamation point Gerda will get you the Steam store. February 1945. Thud! Ow!
What's going on?
Oh, sorry. Just stumbling my way through an early morning. I didn't mean to wake you, dear.
What time is it? Goodness gracious, it's only 4. What on earth are you doing up this early?
Peter promised a customer we'd have his car repaired before lunch.
Alright, I think last time we said we can't afford to lose any customers, so silly Peter, always in a rush. But couldn't you keep your wife warm a little longer? It's freezing in here.
You know, I'd love to, but the customer is going to be really cranky if we don't get his car fixed on time. No, don't get up. I've left you some breakfast. Have a lovely day, darling. I'll make sure to feed the chickens before I leave.
Good morning, Gerda. I'll never get back to sleep. I might as well get up and see about breakfast.
Points of interest. To interact with any point of interest, simply click on it. You can also move closer until it becomes highlighted, and then press space. Beep, beep. Door. Hold on, I want to read this note. A letter from Mom. She used the nice paper.
Mom has been sending me letters every week since she moved to Copenhagen. I can't stop myself from wondering, would she have moved if Papa hadn't joined the party? I should tidy the house and make something to eat.
I don't know, honestly, I'll check that out after the stream, alright? Reminders. While exploring, click on Gerda to be reminded of your current goal. So our current goal is to make something to eat.
And tidy the house.
All
Alright, here's the porridge.
A hearty way to start the day.
Who else has porridge for breakfast? Oh, and Anders prepared some porridge for me. But the stove has gone out. I'll need to find something to light this.
Conditions. Some options are locked unless you have the right item, knowledge, relation, or trust level.
I think the matches are in the living room. Matchbox.
Handy in these dark times.
Yeah, here we are. There we go. Oh, there's a little bit of sugar left.
Alright, we added it at the end last time. Let's add it now.
Okay. The sugar dissolves better this way. I can tidy up while I wait. This place is getting messy.
Progress bar. Sometimes you need to act quickly or carefully. A progress bar will appear in the top right corner. The bar increases when you interact with the environment and talk with people. When the bar fills up, some opportunities might close.
All right. Christmas decorations have been sitting here since New Year's. I should really put these away. Later. Couch pillows. We sat in front of the fire last night. I should put the pillows back where they belong. Porridge should be done boiling. Better not let it burn. A tidy house is a happy house.
Anders' drawings. Illustrations of sparrows, finches, and a snooty-looking duck.
We love a snooty-looking duck. Anders must have stayed up late drawing these. I'll just square them up nice and neat.
Tyrannosaurus Rex, welcome back for 2 months, friend. Thanks for being with us. Plates. Chipped but holding up well.
We should really clear the table when we're done eating.
What's that smell?
Oh,
no, the porridge!
Oh.
The burnt porridge. It's gonna take forever to scrape off the pot.
I wasted both porridge and sugar. I should be more careful. I'll see if Anders has left yet. I didn't get to say a proper goodbye.
All right, team, there's our consequences to those actions of not doing it in time.
Oh, perhaps he's still feeding the chickens?
I bet he is. Let's go find those chickens, team.
Aw, I'm kind of glad just to see what would happen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the alternate options playthrough, so I think we're gonna, burnt porridge is gonna be the, it's just,
Yeah, the easiest consequence. Anders forgot his coat. He must be freezing. I hope I can still catch him.
Your coat!
Your coat! Wait, let's get the coat.
We did.
You did?
Oh,
No, you didn't. Yeah.
gotta get the coat. Mothballed and ragged.
What's this? There's something in the inner pocket. It's a ration card. Anders must have forgotten to give it to me. It'll make for a good excuse to visit the market after work today.
Okay.
Sonia Sparkles, welcome back for 39 months.
A Christmas tree. O Tenenbaum, how shriveled are thy branches.
We should chop this up for firewood.
The water pump is frozen.
Unless we chip off the ice. Useless unless we chip off the ice.
Look at those chickens. The chickens have got him surrounded. Oh, you didn't need to get up. Consequences. Sometimes people react to you based on your previous actions and on past events. I'm gonna say that again. Sometimes people react to you based on your previous actions and on past events. You can recognize this by the small text on the top of their speech bubble. So because we burnt the porridge, why do your clothes smell like a fireplace?
I might have gotten overzealous with the cleaning again. The porridge burned.
Ugh. Well, we can blame the early morning.
I couldn't sleep. Are you worrying about the chickens again?
I'm just afraid it's too cold for them out here.
They'll be warm enough. But will you? You left this inside, silly.
Journal updates. When you get or lose something important, a pop-up in the top left corner of the screen is displayed. If you click it, you can get more information in your journal. Oh, thank you, dear. Yeah, the no porridge ending. The saddest of all. That's better. I don't know what I was thinking. Listen, Gerda. Oh, that must be the boys. I just need to wrap up here. Could you let them know I'll be along in a minute? Yeah, I could. Hey, Diamond Heart, thanks for using your Prime, friend. Appreciate you being here with us.
And all the puppers, welcome back for 2 months.
Thanks, all the puppers.
I do like those chickens. They look very friendly.
Here comes Gerda. Hello, boys.
Hello, boys. Good morning. Why the full detail?
Morning, Gerda. Torben's giving us a lift today. Those damn Germans suspended my license. Same old crap about fuel shortages. It's ridiculous. Don't forget Gerda is half German, Peter. Well, I didn't mean it like that. I was only talking about the blasted Nazis. I have to justify my license every single week now.
Okay, so I think last time we said they certainly can be overzealous. So how about we say we do have shortages? Well, we do have shortages. We need some kind of regulations.
Occupation relationship +1. Gerda's current affinity with the German occupiers goes up. Changing relations. Your relation with a faction changes if you do something in support or against them, even if no one from the faction is present. Oh, don't be such a parrot for the occupiers. They couldn't regulate the tail off a cat. Peter's trust goes down. You two better quiet down before you tick off half the town, each of you.
They hardly care about the gossip of a nurse and a mechanic.
That's what you think. I need a smoke. Peter, let me a light, will you? It's the least you could do since I'm driving you all around this morning. What happened to your sense of Danish generosity? I can't afford to be generous. Give me a light. I'm gonna run out of matches.
Okay, so last time we gave them a light. So perhaps we can say, should we say perhaps you better lay off? Or give them a light, Peter?
We're really withering away our relationship with Peter.
I know, Peter.
He's not great.
So should we do 2 or 3? Option 2 or 3?
We'll tell him to lay off. I see a number 3's flowing.
Perhaps you better lay off, Torben.
Risks and rewards. Sometimes you must choose between uncertain chance roll with the potential to yield high gains, an option with conditions that can cost you stats, or items that ensure a positive effect, or an option with no cost but a more neutral outcome.
All right.
I suppose you're right. But Peter, don't think I'll forget this, you stingy ingrate.
Ooh.
Damn, dude, just a cigarette. Morning, fellas. That's what Gerda said, but I'm not sure this qualifies as morning yet. Shaping up to be a long day. Let's get started then. I'll drop you off at the auto shop on the way to the market.
All right, so I don't remember what we said last time.
I think we told him we're heading to the market after work.
Okay.
Because that's what like compelled us to go to the market last time.
Okay.
So
maybe we say got some work there today?
Could be, but slim pickings, I'd wager. You fellas get in the car. I'd like to say goodbye to my wife. Hey, Scooby the Godfather, welcome back 2 months with your prime, friend. It's gonna be a long day at the shop.
Well, perhaps I'll pick you up something nice at the market then.
You're awfully sweet.
All right, should we say you're awfully dopey this morning, or I have my moments? What do you think, friends? Dopey?
Yeah, all right.
And you're awfully dopey this morning.
Must be the cold. Now get inside before you catch something.
Have a good day, sweetheart.
Gerda,
Yes?
love you, sweetie.
All right, we have to say I love you too.
We love you too.
I love you too.
No matter what, we love you still.
Yeah, I love you too, silly. All right. I don't like leaving without saying I love you. So, for anyone just joining, this is a game called Gerda, A Flame in Winter.
When the war came to Denmark, we were not forced out of our homes, and soldiers did not point their guns at us, but scarcity made itself known. Our lives became more muted, and our indulgences became more and more modest, until a pinch of sugar became a luxury. Still, we had a livelihood, and the simple pleasures of life remained to us, perhaps painted stronger than ever before.
Choose how you feel about this one. One mental energy will be charged depending on your choice. Mental energies can be spent to overcome difficult situations. So for anyone just joining us, this is a game called Gerda, A Flame in Winter by Portaplay and published by Dontnod. And this is a special exclusive preview because the game is still in development and will be released later this year. Okay. So we have a couple different options of how we want to respond in our diary. Do we want to say either option 1, I could not bring myself to care about the wider war. I only wanted to keep my head down until this was over. That was the safest path. Option number 2, the Nazis had arrived under the guise of friendship, but it didn't take a genius to see how fragile the mask was. I think we picked that one last time.
I think so.
And then option 3, I knew the war had been harder on those abroad, but it was difficult to feel the impact from the comfort of a cozy hearth. So, in order to choose some very different options, do we want to do option 1 or option 3? Because we did option 2 last time.
And it seems that each of these entries will be costing us one of our mental energies. And we have to be careful with which of these we use up because we found last time we actually ran out of compassion.
Yeah.
Having used more of it. So,
All right, I'm seeing a lot of 3s.
All right, 3 wins the day.
Feels like a good place
I
to
knew the war
start.
had been harder on those abroad, but it was difficult to feel the impact from the comfort of a cozy hearth.
Aha, so In fact, we gained 1 mental energy depending on our entry. So it didn't cost us an entry, or for the entry, it went up in compassion.
That's cool.
That's a good sign. All right, cool. And yeah, Pickle, welcome
Yeah.
back. 3 months.
All right.
All right, we're heading to the clinic. We got to get to work.
Gotta get to work.
The game saves whenever you enter the map screen. Friday, February 2nd, 1945, 9 a.m.
I'm a little earlier than usual, but I'm sure the doctor won't mind. There are always patients who come knocking as soon as the cock crows.
All right, we won't be able to go there later, so it's time to travel. So each choice that we make has a cost against where we can go and what else we can do.
Let's see if the good doctor has opened up the clinic yet. Another day at work. My bicycle's a bit rusty, but otherwise in good condition. It's too risky to leave it here unattended. On the other hand, this is Tinglev.
So last time we did not talk to the officers over here, so we're gonna check in.
I see Papa is part of the street patrol today. We haven't talked in a while. He's with his German army buddies. I could say hello, but it might draw some unwanted attention. Okay, so last time we went straight to work without talking to Papa, so today let's talk to Papa.
Dieter, my father, a German station worker who volunteers in the local military.
Good morning, Papa.
Oh, good morning, Mauschen. You sure are up and about early in the day. You remember Private Mayor and Corporal Betzler, right?
The two soldiers gaze expectantly at me. All right, so how do we want to address them? Do we want to, 1, greet them warmly, 2, greet them politely, or 3, make an excuse and leave? What do you think, friends? We've never done this before. This is a new...
I see 2. 2 seems reasonable. That's polite.
Yeah. Okay, let's be polite. I'm forcing on my best smile. Ah, yes. Pleased to meet you.
The pleasure is all ours, Frau Larson. Your father tells us that your work is as a nurse. It's wonderful to see a young lady such as yourself taking on such a worthy trade. Tell me, Frau Larson, will we have the pleasure of...
A woman passes on the street, and here I am talking to German soldiers. The soldier's words become muddled. The woman shoots me a look of contempt.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Danish relations are down. Gerda, dear, are you quite all right?
All right, should we say I should go, or
go.
I beg your pardon?
Well, as much as I want to Mass Effect my way out of this with an I should go, I beg
Wait,
your...
wait, let's see.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, I'm seeing lots of begs your pardon. All right. I beg your pardon?
Tell me more about the conduit. Corporal Betzler asked you a question.
I'm sorry, could you repeat it, please?
I said, will we have the pleasure of seeing you at Vestergaard's banquet this Sunday? You and your husband are both welcome, of course.
A whole night of polite mingling with Nazi officers? I'm sure Anders would love that. Although it would give him a chance to catch up with Margit. All right, 2, should we say 1, I'll think about it, or 2, I'm afraid we have other plans?
Oh, I don't know, team.
I'm seeing a lot of we're booked already. Sorry.
Sorry, we're a little...
I got things to do. I have to reorganize my bookshelf, so...
Don't be stupid, be a smarty. Never go to Nazi parties.
I'm afraid we...
Mel.
Oh, the producers. I'm afraid we have other plans.
Well, some other time then.
The Vestergaard Banquet. The wealthy factory owner Algit Vestergaard is hosting a banquet at his residence on Sunday. Many Nazi officers will likely be in attendance.
Wow. And if you haven't seen the producers yet, now's a good time to bring it up again.
It's a funny musical.
At the Nazi parties, they always keep it light, keep it bright, keep it gay.
Well, I should go. I'll see you around, Papa. Gentlemen. All right, let's go in the back because I know it's locked.
This door is locked. We had a precog premonition that this door was locked and we should go around to the other one. Of course we stand Mel Brooks, but we don't like the word stand as much. It kind of creeps me out, you know?
Yeah, it's valid.
It's good to be the king. Laundry. Someone left their laundry in the freezing cold.
Back door. Let's go in.
Finally. Okay, so last time we did not, we just pulled the handle, so let's knock this time.
Let's knock. I hear swearing coming from the other side. No one's opening. I might as well try the handle. Oh, it's open.
All right, well, he better not tell us we didn't knock.
Yeah. Harold is fiddling with the lock of his private residence.
Hey, come on, you stupid goddamn.
Should we cough politely? Or say good morning, doctor? Let's cough because last time we said good morning.
Son of a... Oh, why don't you...
I don't think he heard me at all.
Gerda, for heaven's sakes. Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Haven't you heard of knocking? We did knock, you old man.
Okay, I didn't mean to scare you. It's just, yeah.
I suppose it's my own fault. I need to lock up properly or all sorts of German riffraff can barge in.
All right, do we say Harold or do we glare at him?
Harold?
Harold!
Of course, I didn't mean you, Gerda. I need to check on the supply lists in the depot. Could you please go unlock the front door?
I had better change out of these clothes first. There we go. Now it's time to open the front door. Points of interest.
Some points of interest are marked with an exclamation mark. Those can move the story forward, but exploring the rest may yield valuable information and items. Newspaper?
Let's see. It says here that a group of Danish resistance members in Northern Ireland,
Jonderland?
Jonderland, have been captured by the Gestapo. They were trying to retrieve weapons from an army depot. There's a photograph of group members. Oh, they all look so young. Nothing but boys.
Front door to the clinic. Open it up.
Good morning, Pastor.
Oh, dear child. Would that I could share in your youthful enthusiasm. Alas, the devil has his crooked hands upon me. I've been stricken with a terrible, most woeful illness. I fear that my time on this earthly plane has come to an end.
Our dear pastor always had a flair for the dramatic. Mental energies. You can spend your wits, insight, or compassion to overcome some challenges, get a positive outcome or not. Still, he doesn't look too well. Okay, so what should we do? I think last time we felt his temperature.
Right.
So do we want to say, number 1, oh, you poor thing? Number 3, the world is not quite done with you. Or 4, I'll take you to the doctor.
Well, I think we should save our compassion points here because that's what we did last time.
Yeah.
And y'all are liking 4? Straight to the point. All right.
I'll take you to the doctor.
Take you to the doc.
Please come in.
Ah, Jacob, what ailment are we treating this time? My throat, it's... Good Lord, man. You've certainly made your point. Let's have a proper look at you. Follow me. Guess I should go check in on them.
Yeah. The doctor is examining the pastor.
Say,
All right, do we want to offer to help or stick around for the conversation? I think last time we offered to help.
Let's stick around for the conversation. Your tonsils do appear to be swollen. Now let's have a quick listen to those lungs. By the way, Gerda, you'll never guess who I met on my walk over here.
Should we say who or shh, the doctor's working?
Let's ask who.
Yeah, who?
We didn't get this dialogue tree before.
Who?
Harold's trust is down.
Who?
Oh, please. Don't encourage him. I need him to be quiet so I can...
Oh, but Jacob trusts us more.
I came across Mrs. Penderson, the widow, and she told me that her son observed young Miss Vestergaard alone by the train station yesterday. At first, he thought she had an errand at the post office, but she never entered. It was as if she was waiting for something. Or someone.
Margaret was at the station on her own, but she's always in her room with her nose in a book.
Margaret?
Margaret.
Margaret?
All right. What was she waiting for? Or who was she waiting for? Do we think she was waiting for a person or a thing? One or two?
I think she was waiting for a person because I suspect Margaret of being the futurely mentioned sparrow.
Who is she waiting for?
It's the enigma. What errand could a wealthy factory owner's daughter have alone at the station?
A mystery indeed. Margaret's errand. My friend Margaret, the daughter of a factory owner, Algot Vestergaard, was recently seen at the train station's post office all by herself. A woman doing something without a man? How
Enough of this!
How new?
Please! This is a medical clinic, not a beauty parlor. Now, Jacob, take a deep breath. That's odd. What is it? There's a rattle. A rattle, you say? What type of rattle? A healthy rattle? Shh! Oh, this is harrowing news.
All right, should we say it'll be all right or stop talking? What do we want to say, friends? 1, it'll be all right, or 2, please stop talking.
Did you swallow a baby rattle? Stop talking.
Please stop talking. The doctor needs silence.
No, it matters not. I will depart this place soon, I am sure of it. Although I cannot bear to leave without giving proper thanks to the Lord Almighty. I shall try to cling to life until this Sunday. For a dying man, you sure talk a lot.
Jacob's trust is up again.
I can prescribe you some cough drops. Might you perhaps have something a bit stronger? I've heard a rumor that you have acquired something called the Wonder Drug. It might be just the thing to cure my affliction. That penicillin is not for you. It's not for anyone. I've received it as a sample from a colleague in Copenhagen. I aim to keep it as an object of study, nothing more. Besides, it's hardly enough for one person as it is. But what if my cough is... I said no, and that's final. Now quit pestering me about it. Doctor! Help! Doctor! That's a dramatic part. We're gonna pause right there, team.
Whoa.
young little Nazi boy shows up on the scene, we might have to take a pause.
All right, so what are y'all thinking so far? It's definitely really cool to be making the very different decisions than we did the first time we played through this.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah.
I'm getting a bad feeling already, though, team, because I know that... So,
Don't spoil.
I won't
Someone
spoil
might
anything,
not,
but we're trying some new choices here, and I got a bad feeling about it. But we'll see what happens.
Bad feeling about this.
Is that?
Yeah.
Was that Han Solo?
Yeah.
Could you?
Got a bad feeling about this.
Well, that's a pretty good impression.
Thanks.
But that being said, exclamation point Gerda in the chat is where you want to check it out. We're going to take a 5-minute hydration break here, team, and we'll come back and play another hour of Gerda, A Flame in Winter. Thank you again to Dontnod and Portaplay for sponsoring this playthrough.
Yes.
Appreciate your support and giving us access to check out the game before it's released. It will come out later this year, we hope, and you can check it out and put it on your wish list on Steam is a good call. You can also reach out to Portaplay if you want to share some news or feedback or anything that any reactions you have to the game. They are also on social media.
Yeah.
We're going to take 5 minutes, team, and a reminder that the Detroit Become Human anniversary is tomorrow. We are celebrating the 4th year of Detroit Become Human on its anniversary with big prizes every hour, including an autographed Connor Nendoroid, not available in stores, and a bunch of other cool prizes like our sticker prizes. We're also doing some signings on Streamily. If you'd like to order them, today is the last chance to order them. Exclamation point signing on the chat, or exclamation point stickers will get you the link to our Streamily store, and we will be right back in 5 short minutes. Broccoli Bingus, welcome back for 8 months, Bingus.
Woot woot.
Get in the van. We're going on a hydration break. We'll see you in 5. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. Hope you had a good hydration break.
Herrs, Frauleins, thank you for being here. And Pieces of Eden.
Thank you so
Mein Gott.
much.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you for the gift subgroup hug.
Thank you for being here with us. Danke. Grateful for your support, friends. Thanks for hanging out with us. And if you got one of those gifted subs from Pieces of Eden 11, be sure to check out the starter kit. This will show you the way around the channel and how to use all the perks of being a subscriber with us here on Twitch. Yo, I gotta say also thank you to Dontnod and Portaplay for sponsoring this playthrough and giving us early access to Gerda. Exclamation point Gerda in the chat will get you the link to the Steam store where we're playing the game right now. And we did get to play it on Friday.
Yes.
And Amelia and I have been voicing the characters as they pop up, which is a lot of fun. Fun challenge. And also, we're going to make the opposite choices that we made on Friday. So if you're watching this as a VOD later, or you're watching right now and you want to watch the other VOD, it's up on our Twitch channel. It'll eventually go to our YouTube, where you are able to compare and contrast how all of our different choices are impacting these trusts and relationships with the other factions and individual characters in the game, which is going to allow for different options and different opportunities as we make our way through the game, depending on the items we have, the information that we have, and so on.
Love a branching narrative, yes.
So do we.
Also, this is an exclusive first look. This is a demo because the game is still in progress and will be released later this year. So I think it's really cool that we get to play some of this game before it's officially out for everybody else.
Yeah.
So thank you all so much for joining us and for giving us your input on what choices we should make in this branching narrative story based on true events.
Yeah, I would call this an RPG light, is how they're framing it. So we'll jump back in. We're at the doctor's office now. We are in basically here we go.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, Riley just says that we're kind of matching. Was that intentional or did it just happen? It just happened.
It's a subliminal cue.
Yeah.
I don't know. That happens more often than you'd guess.
Yeah.
So the people of this town of Tinglev are some German, right? And some are Danish. And this area has gone back and forth apparently throughout the time, and we're in 1945 right now. So this is during the German occupation of the area, and we meet now this young Hitler youth called Heinrich.
Well, also what's interesting, the main character Gerda is both German and Danish, so she has ties to both sides. So it's all about how does she navigate between these two warring factions, essentially.
Yeah, which we read a letter from the developers about the fact that one of them, their grandmother was effectively in Gerda's position, having to choose a side. And even though she's not on the front lines, the ordinary civilians, the people who are working in this town, are basically, small decisions could have huge consequences because of the amount of tension during wartime.
Yeah.
Yes, this is towards the end of the war in 1945, but the characters, of course, don't know that.
Yeah.
Right?
And also, if you're interested in playing this game on your own, you can put it on your wish list for Steam and get it when it comes out later this year.
Should we jump back in?
Let's do it.
Doctor, Herr Doctor! Oh, for God's sake! First the Germans invade our country, and now tiny Nazis are invading my clinic!
Okay, do we do option 1, this single boy isn't much of an invasion? 2, shouldn't you be in school? I think we said that last time. Or 3, do we stay quiet? So,
Or 4, I thought all Nazis were tiny.
so we did 2 last time, so let's take that out. So how about 1 or 3?
1.
This single boy isn't much of an invasion.
Ooh, team, the occupation relations going up. Humph. Well, if you're not invading, what are you doing in my clinic this early? Is the Hitler Youth not keeping you busy? Did they kick you out for being slow in the head or something? Hey, you can't talk to me like that. Don't you know who my father is?
Come to think of it, the boy does look familiar. I've seen him with the chief Gestapo officer. You're Felix Stahl's son, right?
I knew it!
The boy puffs up like a proud hen.
But he's just full of hot air like all Nazis. That's right! Bet you regret treating me with such disrespect now.
Oh my god.
What an asshole. Do all Nazis sound so fucking stupid?
Okay,
Sorry.
Brian.
I have
okay.
opinions.
I should be careful around Heinrich. His father is a Gestapo officer, after all.
I'm here to tell you there might be a wounded soldier on the way. There's been an explosion at the factory.
Do we say when, or did you see anyone hurt?
Let's see, did you see anyone hurt?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I don't remember what we did last time.
I don't either, but I want to know more about what's going on in the factory for our other choices we gotta make.
Did you see anyone hurt?
At least one. I saw my father's men carry him out. The more the merrier. What did you say, old man?
Okay, do we say, please calm down, Harold, or no need to get upset? I think last time we said, please calm down, Harold, so
Yeah.
no need to get upset, boy. Ooh, Harold liked that.
Harold's trust is up. My words exactly. Calm down or get out.
There's a car approaching.
It's them! Gerda, could you please follow him and see what the fuss is about?
All right.
Bad news, team.
Wolfgang, I mean, Herr Holtz, what are you doing here? What's going on?
Frau Larsen, we have an injured man. Please make room in the clinic. See, I told you. Heinrich, you should be in school. But I was... We'll talk about this later. Right now, we need to get this man inside the clinic. Lead the way, Frau Larsen. Uh-oh. Now see here! This is a private clinic, not a field hospital.
Okay, so should we say number 1, doctor, let's at least look at the man, or 2, officer, we understand the urgency, but. So I think last time we said let's at least look at the man. So let's say we understand the urgency, but.
Yeah, last time we played through this, we really went with the Hippocratic Oath, medical code of ethics. All humans must survive regardless of their political affiliation. However, this time things will be different.
Wolfgang's trust has gone down. Officer, we understand the urgency, but. Okay.
Occupation relationship down.
We can't have half a German platoon showing up without notice.
With all due respect, Frau Larson, you're not giving orders here. This is an emergency. Please, you must treat him immediately, Herr Doctor. Well, you can't just barge in. I'm already treating another patient. The mighty German army has its own medical facilities. Go there. Now, why didn't we think of that?
Oh.
There must be something about this tiny, poorly equipped clinic that just drew us in. Please, Reinhardt, I don't need your help. Doctor, it'll take too long to reach our own hospital in this weather. We need medical assistance at once. Please, make it stop. Occupation relation is down.
Our duty is to the town's community. And one of his members is now waiting to be treated outside right now.
That's right. We'd be neglecting a patient if we treat your soldier. Danish relations are up. Wolfgang is gritting his teeth. Please, Herr Doctor, I prefer not forcing you to treat this man. God damn it! Let's just get this over with before the poor bastard dies on us.
What about the pastor?
Tell him to come back later.
Ah, so interesting. We end up treating him, the doctor treats him no matter what.
Yeah, well, this doctor's been living in occupied Germany for a long time and knows what happens, probably.
Yeah.
The old pastor is fumbling with the buttons on his coat. What's all this commotion about? Are those German soldiers out there?
One of them got injured in an explosion the boy mentioned. Should we say we have to treat him or it looks pretty bad? It looks pretty bad.
I understand. I should take my leave then. I will pray for the Almighty to mend my poor voice before Sunday.
All right, try and come back later today. We don't have the ability to give him a cough drop.
Yeah, so we didn't grab the cough drops because we were listening in the conversation, so we didn't have the item.
We'll take care of you then.
Thank you, my child. May you have a blessed day. All right, no cough drops for the doc or for the pastor, and he's out of here.
Maybe let's go into this little study room, this back room, and see if we can check around for anything.
No. Back to the
All right.
Nazis.
This music is really intense.
It is intense.
He's glaring at the soldiers.
All right. Bring the soldier into the consultation. You there, boy. This is not for children's eyes. Get lost.
But I...
Heinrich, do as you're told.
The gong. Wow.
Let's see. Oh, this is worse than I thought. We must act quickly. Gerda, we have some salve in the depot. Oh, and the bandages. I think we have some in the cabinet over there.
All right. I'll go search for some supplies. Or do we want to use our 2 compassion?
I'm saving my compassion.
Yeah, let's not.
Nope.
No.
The Nazi can squirm.
I'll search for supplies. Ba-bum-bum. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-bum.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Why is that man searching through our medical cabinet?
Clink.
He almost knocked down a bottle of disinfectant. Okay, should we say... I think last time we said something isn't right here. Should we watch him? So should we do 1? Should we watch him? Should we tell him to keep searching, soldier? Or should we say, be careful? Because last time we said something isn't right here. I'm seeing a good amount of 2s and 4s.
All right, I'm going to use the wit for keep searching, soldier.
All right. Keep searching, soldier. Who knows what the doctor is hiding in there? He stops, startled. His hands are shaking. He's trying to hide a bottle of painkillers.
I was just...
Stealing pain medicine?
Danish relations up. That's an awfully harsh way of putting it. It's just a few pills. I can't let my comrade out there suffer, can I?
He smiles. He seems more relaxed with the pills in his hand. Should I say, give me the pills? Fine, but take a few and give me the rest, or fine, take the bottle. Give me the pills, take a few and give me the rest, or fine, take the bottle.
Y'all want to go for it, huh? Give me the pills.
Give me the pills.
Reinhardt's trust is down.
Give me the pills. You wouldn't want your commander to know he's got a thief in the squad.
So quick to play snitch, eh?
Reluctantly, he hands over the pills.
Nice. Not a smart move, nurse. This could have been a profitable exchange.
Reinhardt, the addict.
Why does Reinhardt sound like Ripperoo in the original Crash Bandicoot series?
Carrie Berry, welcome back for 20 months.
Yo!
Back. Medicine cabinet, neatly in a row. We haven't received a lot of supplies lately, but there is some salve left. All right.
Alright, we have half of the supplies, the other half are over here in the medicine cabinet. Labeled boxes are placed neatly next to each other.
I knew I'd find some bandages here. The old doctor is examining the soldier.
You have everything, Gerda.
Okay. Do we want to say, yeah, I got what you asked for, or lie, unfortunately not?
Oh, we told the truth last time. Let's lie.
All right.
Unfortunately not.
Unfortunately not. I couldn't manage to find it all.
Well, this will have to do. We'll have no more time to waste. You call this a clinic? Occupation relation is down. He'll live, but his scars won't be pretty. Did you find anything else that might be useful?
Don't mention the painkillers or give the painkillers.
Ooh, last time we made Reinhardt give the painkillers.
Yeah.
Alright, team, we don't even know what he's talking about. I didn't even know he was in pain. Occupation relation, down. They don't like it.
No. Let's see what we can do for this poor guy. Reinhardt shoots me a grateful nod and a conspiratorial wink.
Reinhardt's trust goes up.
Interesting.
He wants those pills for himself.
Okay. The soldiers scream while we're treating his burns.
Whoever is responsible for this will pay.
After a while, the soldier falls unconscious. I help Harold dress all of the burns. Oh no, I don't like that Reinhardt is
Glaring
blinking at us.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Well, we've done what we can. Is it serious? Well, he's not going to win any beauty contests. But his burns are mostly cosmetic. He'll be fine.
Wolfgang looks relieved.
Hey, Doctor. Frau Larsen, thank you for your help. We'll take our leave now. And actually, he just poos all in his own pants. Like every Nazi does, every morning and every breakfast and every lunch and every dinner.
Yeah.
Oof! Ah! What a morning! Do you smell the Nazi poop on the Nazi pants? Oh! It smells like bratwurst! Ah!
He looks tired and worried. Yeah. That was rough, but did we successfully treat a patient, or is that just how things are right now? One or two friends, what do we do?
Isn't it crazy that a certain group of people could be so fucking horrible that they're universally hated for the rest of time and space and all of human history? Like, what an abject failure.
Yeah.
It was rough, but that's just the way things are now.
It's just the way it is. Yeah. We're in the middle of a war after all.
Oh, so I'm just supposed to accept it. That Nazi boy trying to boss me around, what a disgrace. They act all nice and civilized until they're alone on the internet in their mommy's basement. Until they're caught in the fire, I mean, not in their mother's basement. That would be ridiculous. But don't forget about all the people they've burned alive.
Should we say, don't forget I'm half German? The war will come to an end sooner or later, or he needed our help. I think last time we said the war will come to an end sooner or later. So do we talk about being half German? Or he needed our help?
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, we are half German?
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if she means
And not all
this-
Germans are Nazis.
No,
important to
no,
include.
very important.
At
that
the time,
not all
especially.
Germans are Nazis. It's two very different little factions.
A lot of people left Germany during the time of the Nazis because, and had a very difficult time coming to other countries.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, maybe let's say, don't forget that I'm half German. Don't forget I'm half German. My father is volunteering for the German army, too. It could have been him lying on that table.
German relation up? I suppose you're right. That doesn't mean that I need to feel good about it. Let's just hope we don't have any more drama today.
Oh, we will. Oh, we will.
Mm-hmm.
For all the talk of war and all the soldiers parading through the streets, it had been a long time since we felt the bloody sting of violence in our little Tinglev. Most days at the clinic consisted of the odd fever, a bout of indigestion, or perhaps a sprained wrist from a child playing in the snow. This was the first time I had ever treated someone for a violent ban, and a soldier at that.
All right. So we have 3 different options of how we want to write in our diary. Option 1, the soldiers in particular seem to be feeling the strain of the war. What else could drive them to pilfer a small-town clinic such as ours? 2, I hoped it would be the last. How many more people would have to suffer before this war was finally over? Or option 3, it was hardly a surprise that some invading soldiers were injured by defiant Danes. At least they were thick-headed enough to take the blows. I don't remember what we did.
I think we chose the middle one. Vices says we chose the second one here. I think we should go for the top one, because when an army is like looting and pillaging through a town, you know they're failing.
Yeah.
A successful army doesn't have to do that. So I'm going to go with 1.
The soldiers in particular seemed to be feeling the strain of the war. What else could drive them to pilfer a small-town clinic such as ours?
Yeah.
Here's where we made a big choice last time, team. The map is the loading screen, but it also is going to show us other parts of the town we can move to. Friday, February 2nd at 3 p.m., later the same day. So we've got 2 options. Last time, I believe, we went
I
to...
need a few things from the market. Perhaps Margaret will be there. I'm
Margaret.
curious to know what she thinks of today's events.
So on the last playthrough, the previous VOD, if you want to watch it, is our playthrough at the town square where we meet Margaret and we deal with our ration stamps and all these things. But for sake of the alternate path, we're going to
wonder
check out.
if anyone else was hurt in the explosion. I could go see if there's anything I can do to help.
So what's cool about this game is that you have to make a choice. You cannot go to both. So once you make a decision on what part of the town to go to, you're locked onto that timeline. So I think that's a really cool part. So today, let's go check out the factory and see
I
if anyone
wonder
else has been hurt.
if anyone else was hurt in the explosion. I could go see if there's anything I can do to help.
Also, Read 3, thank you so much for cheering. Hope you're doing well, friend. Sending good vibes your way.
Appreciate you, Ree. Oh, I just noticed the candle shrinking as it loads. That's cool.
Ooh. So this is Margaret's father's factory.
It's still burning.
Oh my goodness. Is this really the work of the Resistance? Alright, let's go talk to everyone.
Herr Wild, his eyes are glued to the carnage before him. Quite a sight, eh? You can say that again. It sure does make one think, doesn't it? It sure does.
Alright, should we say, "Excuse me, gentlemen," or should we leave them to their ponderings? Do we want to chat? 1 for chat, 2 for leave them to their ponderings.
Alright, I see enough people willing to get into it. Let's
Alright.
get into it.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Why, if it isn't Frau Larson. How do you do?
Do we say "well enough, thank you," or "I've had quite the eventful day"? Option 1 or option 2?
I think it was quite an eventful day.
Yeah, that's
Right? I
everybody
mean-
else is seeming to agree. It's an eventful day.
Mostly the music stressed me out.
Yeah. Had quite the eventful day.
I think we all have. It's not every day that one's town becomes the target of sabotage. Let's hope they're able to find the ones responsible and put them behind bars. What could happen to the rest of us if those hooligans remain on the loose?
Hooligans is probably one of my favorite words, and I'm really happy that I've encountered it today. So, yeah.
I'm sure your toy store will be quite safe, my friend. Unless you're planning to supply the Wehrmacht army with commemorative tin soldiers. Of course not. Not in these times.
Hooligans and shenanigans, yeah. A factory worker, a steady stream of curses coming from under his breath.
Christ on a fucking bike.
Do we say, "Having trouble, sir," or "What's the matter"? Having trouble, sir?
You can use your bloody eyes, can't you? A group of unemployed no-gooders decided to blow up my place of work. And now someone's gone and stolen the bloody chain off my bloody bike. Ugh.
Do we say, "Oh, I'm really sorry," or "Sounds like a bad day"? Oh, seems like a bad day.
Understatement of the bloody year. Now you're gonna stand there gandering, or do you have something to say?
All right, do we offer to help, or do we know more? Do you know more about what happened? Help or insight? Do you know more about what happened?
Look, my head's killing me, and I just want to go home.
Do we offer painkillers, or do we say, "I'm sorry to trouble you"? I don't think we should just be giving painkillers.
We should not be just passing out painkillers.
No. All right. I'm sorry to trouble you.
Oh, you look friendly.
The gloved hands never stray far from the trigger.
Move along, Fräulein. The factory is under strict lockdown.
All right.
Oh yeah, but what if I open it?
The entrance gate, 2 figures can be perceived behind the steel bars. Herr Wolfgang is talking with Herr Vestergaard. I wish I could hear what they were saying.
Hey you! Get away from there!
I better do what he says.
Ah,
All right.
so that's where the criminal inspector was when we were at the market.
A young man. His face looks stiff from the cold.
Halt! This is a restricted area. You'll have to go around.
That's Papa over there. Why isn't he at the station? All right, we have a bunch of options. Option 1, what happened here? Option 2, is there anything I can do to help? Option 3, excuse me, I need to get through. Or 4, that's my father over there. Yeah, I see a lot of 4s. That's my father over there. His name is Dieter Klein. He's a volunteer.
I don't care. You'll have to just go around like everyone else.
But my father is standing right over...
I said I don't care. Now move.
All right. What do we do? Do we say, sorry, sir, I'll go around? Do we yell, Papa? Or do we take a closer look at his face? Option 1, 2.
Papa!
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 What the hell do you think you're doing? Occupation relation is down. They do not like it when we yell for Papa. Gerda? Is that you? Sir? Is this your screeching banshee daughter? Well, yes, she... Oh, I do really apologize. I'll take it from here. Distrust is down.
Didn't like that.
Come along now, Gerda.
But
I said come along now. Please. Motion, what are you doing here? It's not safe.
All right. I came to help, or I want to know what's going on. Option 1 or option 2? I'm seeing a lot of 2s. I want to know what's going on. They brought one of the wounded soldiers to the clinic. What happened?
Some saboteurs attacked the factory this morning. They blew up part of the assembly hall before escaping. I don't understand people who want to cause such needless destruction.
All right. Option 1. The resistance does have a cause. Option 2. What will happen to the workers? Option 3. I'm glad nothing happened to you. Or 4. That poor soldier. 3. I'm glad nothing happened to you.
Oh, Gerda. Distrust is up. I'm fine. But it's very sweet of you to worry about your old man.
But what were you doing here, Papa? I thought you were supposed to be at the station.
I was on my way when I heard about what happened. I came by to offer my assistance. That reminds me, I wanted to swing by your and Anders' place after work today. Herr Benzer gave me a couple bottles of Glühwein this morning.
Papa, people got hurt. Why are you talking about Glühwein?
Well, this stuff is rare these days. I thought you and Anders should have it. Please, take it. It's a gift.
Do we take it or do we refuse? Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do.
Here you go. But be careful, Herr Betzer. Brewed a strong batch. Now, you probably should be on your way. It'll be dark soon.
Thanks for the gift. Stay safe, Papa.
You too, Motion. Give my regards to Anders.
Ooh, shorter. A much shorter
Much
sequence.
shorter sequence than when we spent time at the market.
Yeah.
The scene at the factory reminded me of a building fire I had witnessed while I was a student in Abmara. The charred brick was piled at the base of the structure and already powdered with a fresh coating of delicate morning snow. It looked like some strange sweets made for giants. Yet there was so much more about this rubble that invited questions.
All right. 3 options. 1. Vestergaard's factory had been supplying the Nazis. It was only a matter of time before someone punished him for it. Option 2. How could the perpetrators do something like this, knowing that people would be hurt and that innocent workers might lose their jobs? Or option 3. I sensed that this was not the end of the matter. Violence like this begged for a response, and it would only get worse. What do you think? They had it coming? Why did they do that? Or this is just going to escalate? Seeing a lot of 3s and 1s as well. All right, let's do 3. Yeah.
I sensed that this was not the end of the matter. Violence like this begged for a response, and it would only get worse.
Yeah.
All right, our insight is up to 3 and our compassion to 2. We've got no wit left to give. And head we home. Hey, let's go. 6 p.m. Friday, February 2nd, 1945.
The windows are shining like beacons in the darkness. Did Anders forget to put up the blackout curtains again?
Oof.
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 How odd. Whose car is that? I didn't know Anders had company. Tracks on the road are leading into the driveway. Fresh tire tracks. That's a Gestapo car. Oh no. Anders? Oh, this heartbeat music. Anders' bike is lying buried in the snow.
Blood.
The snow is stained with blood. No, Anders. No, please let him be all right. The floor is littered with broken glass and mud. What did they do to this place? Ah!
Halt! Keep your hands where I can see them.
All right, do we say, where's Anders? Do we ask, who are they? Or do we obey quietly? Obey quietly, I see.
Get into the kitchen, now!
You're in my house, sir.
Well, if it isn't the woman of the hour.
So creepy.
Soldiers, secure the front door. Yes, sir.
Where's Anders?
Hello again, Frau Larson. I must say, I'm surprised by your home. Look at the state of this place. What a mess you keep.
Where is my husband?
In the bedroom. He seems to be having a rough night.
1, I don't have time for this. 2, you bastard. Or 3, is he all right? I think last time we said, is he all right? So are we gonna call him a bastard? Yeah. You bastard. Oh,
Trust goes down when you call him bastard.
you have no right to treat us this way.
That seems like something you should take up with my boss. He's waiting in the other room with your husband. I'd hurry up and join them if I were you.
That's a really creepy voice, Bryan.
You're welcome.
Anders?
Gerda, you're all right. One moment, Frau Larson. You may speak to your husband after you have spoken to me. My name is Criminal Inspector Felix Stahl. I regret we have to meet under such sad circumstances.
I think last time we asked if we've done anything wrong, so what have you done to him?
Occupation relation is going down, down, down. We're the -4 team. We're pushing it here. I'm afraid your husband is facing some serious allegations. There was an accident at the Vestergaard factory. We have reason to believe that your husband was involved. We'll need to take him to the station for proper interrogation. It's just a formality, of course.
All right, 1, do we use our compassion to examine his face? 2, just a formality, look at his nose. 3, I understand. Or 4, a chance. Do you have any proof?
Should we go for 4?
Oh, it's hard.
Let's roll it, team. I see you in the chat. 4.
Do you have any proof?
You seem to be a decent German woman. So I'll say this. A trusted source has come forward with disconcerting information.
The snitch? Someone snitched on Anders and the rest of the group. Who could have done something like that?
At any rate, we'll be leaving as soon as my men finish the house search.
At least allow me to tend to my husband before you take him away. We have a first aid kit in the storage room.
Ah, of course. You're a nurse, Gerda? One of our men received treatment in the clinic in towns this morning. More accurately, the clinic where I'm told you work. Dr. Lindholm's, is it?
All right, should we mention Heinrich's appearance?
Yes, we did not mention Heinrich last time.
Heinrich was the little boy.
He was the smallest Nazi.
The little boy.
All right, we'll mention Heinrich.
Your boy, Heinrich, was there today. And do we say he needs some discipline? Or do we lie and say, what a sweet little boy?
Miss Okami wants some discipline for the boy. Let's go.
That kid needs some discipline.
This is not the time, nor the place to discuss personal matters with me. Only my wife and my mother tell me what to do. Not you, Fräulein. Not you.
Oh, no trust, no trust. He looks at his watch.
You should hurry if you wish to treat your husband before we leave.
Of course, I'll be right back.
All right, we gotta go. Where are we headed?
We're going to the storage room. That's not it, yeah. Storage is in that front space. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Medical kit. Used for small cuts and bruises, it'll have to do. Ba-da-da. My beautiful shawl ruined. I spent so much time on it. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da. Talk. The blood is seeping from his... Oh. Anders, let me treat your wounds. Hold still. Oh.
Bloody Cheyenne, thank you for the cheers.
All right, do we give him the painkillers?
Yes!
Here, I brought some painkillers from the clinic.
That's my Gerda. Always prepared.
Anders trusts us. And he is soothed.
We gave him some painkillers, so they're out of our inventory. We've completed our search here, Criminal Inspector. There wasn't anything incriminating in the house. Very well. It would appear it is time for us to leave, then. Frau Larsen, please say goodbye to your husband.
All right. Do we say Anders, or you can't do this? Option 1 or option 2?
Let's stick it to the man.
You can't do this. He hasn't done anything wrong. I'm sure there must have been some mistake. He trusts us more.
Gertie. Oh, please, don't be afraid. I'll be back before you know it.
Why is Anders giving me such an intent look?
Gerda, don't forget to feed the chickens today.
But didn't he already feed them this morning? I won't forget. He winks at me. Oh. Something.
All right. You've had enough time. We need to leave. I'm going to shit myself and I need to find a toilet. Or at least a hole. Something fit for myself to enjoy. Bye, Gertie. See you soon. One last thing, Frau Larsen. You do well to come by our headquarters tomorrow. Ideally, as your first order of business. I would like to ask you some questions. And if you prove to be amenable, perhaps we can make an arrangement for you to visit your husband. And just when Gerda thought he was finished, and she was certain that it couldn't go on longer than that, and then she looked at the cuff of one of his pant legs, and what did she see but...
Anders is gone. I must open a window.
The house is so quiet.
Oh,
What am I supposed to do now?
I know what we should do. We should feed the chickens.
Wait, what's that in the corner first? Let's check out the other stuff in the house.
Yeah.
Half-finished lunch. A lone piece of rye bread sits atop the table. Oh, Anders, you never could wait until dinner?
No,
Let's see if there's anything else in here.
Anders.
Anders.
Yeah, sorry, team. I just have to sprinkle a little levity on there because we're,
Yeah.
dealing with some heavy issues, and
Yeah.
that's how I feel about it. Mm-hmm. I like games that make us think and face how we really feel.
Hand mirror. It looks out of place amidst all the other tools and trinkets. My mirror. How did it get there? Margit gave it to me for my birthday last year. It's a premium good. Chicken droppings. It's sticking to the floor.
Those aren't chicken droppings.
Anders let the chickens into the house again. I assured him that the coop is warm enough outside. But Gertie, they can't just come inside for a little while. Next time, you clean up after them, Anders. Next time.
Blood, starkly vivid against the white snow.
I have seen quite a few gruesome sights in my line of work. Yet the sight of Anders' blood makes me sick to my stomach. Lost glove. A single glove sticking out of the snow. One of Anders' gloves. It belongs to his favorite pair. I had to stitch the holes in them over and over again. Why did he leave it out here?
Alright, I know the chicken coop is there, but I'm just gonna explore the map a little bit. See if we have anything else I missed last time. You never knew when there's some bonus loot.
All right. Hello, ladies.
Young squat nut, hello.
Hello. The container is filled with chicken feed. Whew, feed the chickens, he said. I wonder. I take the lid off and dig my fingers into the corn. There's something in here. An envelope of papers and a letter from Anders. My dear wife, if you are reading this, our mission was compromised. I promised myself that I would never drag you into our affairs, but I have to bend that promise. You must deliver these papers to the Sparrow. She will rely on them to finish what we started. Once you've handed over the papers, think of it no more. Please, Gertie, I'm sorry to ask this much of you, but these papers are crucial to our cause. Yours forever, Anders. This is what they were looking for in the house. All the words on the other papers are jumbled. I can't make sense of them. Dearest husband, what have you gotten yourself into? Wait, there's something written on the back of the letter, too. Take care of the ducklings. I left them where we took shelter last May.
Where we took shelter last May?
First sparrows, now ducklings? Hopefully I can make more sense of all it in the morning. I have to.
Oh.
In an instant, the peaceful life that Anders and I had strived to protect was gone. The rooms in our home seemed emptier without him. The wind outside blew colder, and the creak of the floorboards became a reminder of both his absence and the threat that had swept through our sanctuary. I shivered as I sat at my desk. unable to clean up the disarray that the Gestapo had left behind.
All right. So we have 3 options. It was smart of Anders to hide the papers in the chicken coop. The smell was enough to put anyone off of a detailed investigation. And we picked this second one. To my surprise, I felt a swell of pride seeing my gentle Anders take a stand, even if it cost us everything. Or 3, how could Anders put us both at risk like that? His reckless actions have shattered our lives. All right, it's gotta be 1.
Gotta be.
Chicken coop.
It was smart of Anders to hide the papers in the chicken coop. The smell alone was enough to put anyone off a detailed investigation.
So this is a preview demo of the game still in development. It will be released later this year. Let's see what the next scene takes us to. We'll play for about 10 more minutes or so, team, just to get a peek at this other scene.
Saturday, February 3rd, 1945, 9 a.m.
Criminal
next morning.
Inspector Stahl wants to ask me some questions, and I need to know why Anders was arrested.
All right, we won't be able to go there later, so let's go there now. Thank you, mod team, and thank you all for joining us. It's Gerda in the chat and Doctor Who Knows. Thanks, Doctor.
Ooh. So we didn't see this scene last time because the marketplace took a lot longer. So now, because we went to the factory, it was a shorter amount of time. So this is unseen footage.
Unseen, telescoping gameplay length, depending on your choices.
All right, the Gestapo building looms before me. I have to find out what happened.
Into the lion's den.
The front entrance to the old police station. Ugh.
State your name and business.
Gerda Larson. I'm here to see the criminal inspector. He looks me up and down before scanning the lists of names written on a sheet of a paper lying on the table.
Gerda Larson. Of course. He eyes you suspiciously. You're the wife, then. The criminal inspector's office is just across the hall. His secretary will announce you.
The door, behind it, I can hear the sound of footsteps and the clanking of typewriter keys. Sounds like they're having a busy day. The woman looks up from her typewriter as I enter. Gerda! Dearest cousin, I'm so... Oh dear, I don't know what to say. Are you all right? Are you here to see the criminal inspector?
Cousin?
Do you need to sit down?
That's right. Gerda is both. She has both nationalities.
Yeah. So, do we say option 1, please just announce me? No, I'm fine, but thank you. Do we stare at her coldly, or you're his secretary? How do we want to play this? Sing 2 and 4, 2 and 4, 2 and 4. 2 and 4. 2, 2. Okay, it's a little more twos. No, I'm fine, but thank you. This is terrible. I can't believe your husband would do something like this. He always seems like such a nice person. Anders hasn't done anything wrong. No, of course not. Well, I hope he didn't do anything wrong. I'll go to the criminal inspector. I'll tell him that you're here. Herr Criminal Inspector, Frau Larsen is here to see you. Go right in.
Okay.
'Cause...
Stahl is sorting through a stack of papers on his desk. This is his third pair of pants and it's only 9 a.m. As he looks up, I briefly catch a look of utter exasperation in his eyes. He smiles.
I feel the hairs on my neck stand on the end.
Ah, Frau Larsen, you're here. Please, have a seat.
Do we prefer to stand? I'm here about my husband, or do we comply? Option 1, 2, or 3. I'm seeing the 3s and 2s.
Y'all are too willing to comply with the Nazis. I'm not into it.
I'm here.
I prefer to stand.
I prefer to stand.
As you wish. I take it you're here to see your husband.
I am.
Well, I'm afraid there has been a change of plans. Your husband is not cleared for visitors at the moment.
I unconsciously tighten my grip around Anders' glove, which I keep in my pocket. Then, when can I see him?
In all due time, Frau Larsen. But first, if you'll indulge me, I'd like to share a story. You are aware, madam, that this region of Denmark is home to quite a number of terrorists.
Option 1, I've heard rumors. 2, I had no idea. 3, there could always be more. Or 4, they're a nuisance.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3, or 4 team. It's getting heated around here.
Alright, I'm seeing 4s. And maybe we could go undercover is what people are saying.
Trying to
Or
go undercover.
2.
We're -5 with the occupation right now, team. I don't think we're going to pull it around. It's a whole bunch of compliance.
Man, this is a lot of different opinions. How about I had no idea? I had no idea.
Well, naturally, we are in the Gestapo, do our best to stymie these meddlesome troublemakers, but the fact is, they do exist. They are too cowardly to fight in the open like brave German soldiers or even those tenacious English. So, we must hunt them. We must dig through the brambles of their little towns and pick out the vermin one by one, so they do not disrupt our noble enterprise. Tell me, Frau Larsen, how well do you know your neighbors?
Do we know them not very well or well enough?
He's going to ask us to rat out our neighbors. We don't know our neighbors. We never heard of them.
Oh, there are people who are saying that we know them well enough. I mean, we live next to them. No,
I don't know my neighbors.
We're not very well. Not very.
Get bent. I don't believe you. This is a small town and many people pass through the clinic. And as good Christians, we want to help our neighbors, do we not?
All right, do we say of course, or it depends on what they're doing? Ooh. All right, there's a lot of 2s. It depends on what they're doing.
Precisely this, Frau Larsen. Precisely this. Who knows what the man next door is hiding in his shed? What the woman in town has tucked away in her attic? But the soft-hearted among us help just the same. All these people are our friends, after all. Only now and then, we offer. The help we offer is corrupted into something vile. That fuel we gave them to warm their stoves is instead used to burn a factory full of dutiful workers. And what, may I ask, do you think someone should do if they offered such help?
Option 1, stay quiet or they'll be punished. Or 2, come forward. Boom, boom. All right, it seems that 1. Stay quiet or they'll be punished. Oh, did not like that.
But the forgiveness is a Christian virtue. There is room for redemption. Case in point, a local came to me the other day, all nerves and knotted shoulders. It was clear this citizen's conscience weighed heavily on them. They wanted absolution, and I offered it. What do you think this person did?
Do we think that this person accepted the absolution or caved under pressure? Option 1 or option 2? All right, I'm seeing it's a little back and forth, but more 2s. They caved under pressure.
Oh, the resistance like that? If so, the pressure came from within. The informant divulged the nefarious doings of their so-called friends. Of course, I am a lawman. I would not simply take their word for it. Details needed to be corroborated, times verified individuals' questions, so I took a memento. This ring.
Stahl places a ring on the table. It is gold with a modest diamond in the center. Ah, a well-forged bond yields a bountiful harvest. Rather optimistic inscription. The informant's ring. Stahl took a ring from the informant and is keeping it as collateral until he can confirm the snitch's information.
What do you think of it?
Do we think it's nice or simple? 1 or 2? It's simple.
Perhaps, but the ring has a certain rustic elegance to it. Of course, the ring itself is of little value, but it's symbol of the person's obligation, their redemption. If they are lying, it represents who we can punish. But if they are honest, it will be returned to them, and their trust will be repaid tenfold. Do you understand, Frau Larson?
Do we understand that it's a threat? Or it is a promise? Option 1 or option 2? It's a threat.
We are -7 with the occupation team. Indeed. So with that in mind, I have some questions for you.
All right. 1, and if I refuse. 2, for me. 3, all right. Or 4, but I don't know anything. Ooh. I'm seeing 4s and 2.
In for a penny, in for a pound. Let's go.
Play
Play dumb? 4?
I don't know. I feel like let's not play dumb. Let's do...
I mean, he's going to ask us the questions
Yeah,
anyway.
so let's do for me. He rubs his forehead in mild annoyance.
Oh, I forgot my adult diapers at home. Yes, for you. Now, can you tell me where your husband was going after he left home yesterday? ...
Or he was off to work. I mean, he was off to work. He was off to work.
He was going to work on a
Yeah.
car?
Yeah, he works. He was off to work.
Oh, you've decided to cooperate. That's a good start. And your husband currently works at the mechanic shop, Larsen and Burgard, right? Correct?
Correct? Correct, yes.
Have you seen Herr Brogard since yesterday?
Which one was Herr Brogard? Okay, do we say, I haven't seen him, or enough questions?
Let's try our luck.
Wait. How much insight do we have? We
have
have 3
Let's
insight.
use an insight. I'm doing it. Enough insight. We cost 1 insight. Enough questions.
Enough questions. We both know that is not why I'm here. You want something from me, so please get to the point.
Oh. You're very sharp. I respect that very well. His trust goes up. I need to talk to your husband.
Suddenly, the phone rings on Stahl's desk. It's ringing.
Mom! Apologies, I have to take this. Please wait outside, Fräulein. Fräulein Klein will keep you company.
All right. Stahl is busy talking on the phone, but I bet it won't be long before he comes back. I should use this time to look around. Maybe I can find something that will help me free Anders. Ooh.
What can we
Lots
find?
of things. Filing cabinet. I can't look at this while Charlotte's in the room. She's picking at her nails and glancing every so often at the door to Stahl's office. He's surely getting a lot of awful calls lately. Do we leave it for now? We ask, is everything all right, Charlotte? Should we listen in?
Or should we try and get her to leave the room?
I mean, we could try to get her to leave the room, but let's ask if everything is all right. I mean, let's use some of our compassion points here.
Yeah.
I think we might have an in with our cuz.
Compassion. Is everything all right, Charlotte? She looks at me, startled,
Huh?
but she trusts me a little bit more. Oh, yes. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Your nails or your forearms? Your nails. You keep picking at them.
Oh, that's just a nasty habit of mine. She tugs at her sleeves.
It's okay, you can tell me. Or fine, keep your secrets. It's okay. You can tell me. We're family, remember?
Oh, Gerda?
I'm sorry. But I'm all right, really. I'm so fortunate to have a job. Mama, Papa are ever so proud.
But how do you feel? Or they're wrong. How do you feel?
The trust goes up again.
What? I feel very honored. I'm just... No, sorry. Forget I said anything.
She adjusts her glasses and then beams at me with a smile.
Let's talk about something else, okay?
Maybe this isn't the right place to probe her about this matter.
Oh, I almost forgot. I need to get some files for Herr Stahl. Can I leave you here alone for a few seconds?
Yes!
Of course. Oh, thanks. You're a doll. Charlotte has left the room. Let's...
Filing
cabinets. Interact. I hastily rummaged through some of the drawers. They're filled with cases. Nothing. What a waste of time. Filing cabinets. I hastily... Nothing. Come on, come on. I find...
Algot Vestergaard, the wealthy factory owner. His daughter is Margit, one of my closest friends. I wonder what he's doing in here. He's always been very friendly towards the Nazi invaders, but from what it says here, it seems like the Gestapo is beginning to doubt his loyalty.
Ooh, Vestergaard's loyalty.
I hope it doesn't turn out badly for Margit's sake. Let's look over there, yeah. A map of the region filled with red dots. They must mark the places where the resistance has been operating.
So we could lean against the door and listen in?
Yeah, let's do it. Or what's in there?
Let's just spy on everything.
Liquor cabinet, bottle of clear schnapps. Should I take it? Nah.
Leave the schnapps. We don't want no Nazi schnapps.
It's a report that details what happened at the factory yesterday. It says that the measures were taken to prevent the attack. Apparently, they received a tip from an unnamed informant that very night, detailing the plans for how the resistance group would approach the factory, but apparently the information was slightly outdated.
The snitch knew about the plans. The snitch knew that the resistance was planning to infiltrate the radio factory, but their information was slightly outdated.
I wonder if that means the person who snitched wasn't part of the inner circle. Or did they just deliberately want to mislead the Nazis? Anders' name has been filed in as one of the caught saboteurs. What were they doing out there?
Oh,
Perfect timing!
now, where were we?
Oh, Frau Larsen is here to request a visit with her husband.
Yes, thank you, Fräulein Klein. I'm afraid it is out of the question.
Is there anything I can do?
He rubs his chin.
Well, Herr Larsen seems rather reluctant to provide us with any information, but perhaps you may be able to convince him that it would be in his best interest to cooperate.
Should we say, I'll try, please allow me to talk to him? 2, ... Or 3, never!
I'm trying 1.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Just let me talk to him.
I'll try. Please allow me to talk to him. All right. Seems like...
I'm glad to see that you're willing to cooperate. I have a small window of time in the afternoon. Come back later today. Now I have to do some things.
Okay.
Don't laugh at it. I just wear lederhosen and dance alone in my room. But that's for me to see and not for you. Out. Excuse me, ladies. It's time for my private dancing. Holy shit, you work with him?
The young secretary is looking at me with pity in her eyes. I'm sorry, Gerda. I wish there was something I could do. Do we say, how can you work for these people? Do we say nothing and leave? Or, it's fine, I'll handle it. It's fine, I'll handle it. I hope we meet again soon, dear cousin. Under happier circumstances.
Charlotte's trust is up.
Well, it's really interesting that two of Gerda's family members... Oh, Gerda, wait. Did you hear about the banquet?
We did.
Did we say I did, or...?
Yeah, we only have this choice open because we talked to those officers across the street. See, it's all connected. We can play dumb about the banquet, but I mean, we do know about the banquet.
Yeah, I did. The banquet that the Vestergaards are hosting on Sunday, right? Yes, that's the one. Well, are you going to attend it? I know their daughter Margit is a very close friend of yours. She suddenly looks flustered. Although, given the current circumstances, I completely understand if you'd rather not go. Okay, do we want to think about it, or I don't think we will?
I see you're all saying I'll think about it. We don't have to go if we say we think about it.
Yeah, let's
Or do we just say no?
Well, we could say I'll think about it.
We'll think about it.
I'll think about it. Of course. She gives me a faint, pitying smile. Goodbye, cousin. As I exit Stahl's office, I spot Reinhardt loitering in the hall.
So, you've had a chat with the big boss, hmm?
Do we say, I don't have time for this? Ugh, leave me alone. I did. Or maybe I should play nice? 1, 2, 3, or 4, friends. I don't have time for this. I try to brush past, but he grabs me by the arm.
Listen! You might be able to help each other out here. From the look of your face, I take it he wouldn't let you see your husband. It's likely for the best, you know. His face is probably all...
Stop that, or no? Stop that.
But if you help me out, I can promise to keep him safe. Well, safer. Hell, I can even arrange a private visit between the two of you.
All right, go on. Oh. He smiles.
All I need is your help getting me to the doctor's clinic tonight.
All right, are we gonna say, are you out of your mind?
Oh.
Or I can't do that.
I can't do that.
I can't do that.
Sure you can. Are you worried the old cogger would discover us? No need to fret about that. We'll be out of there before he notices anything is amiss. I just need a few bottles from your storage depot. Of penicillin, specifically.
Do we ask why penicillin, or how do you know we store it? How do you know we store it?
Well, I saw it, of course. Clear as day when the two of you were in there yesterday.
Why did you take the painkillers then?
What?
Why did you take the painkillers and not the penicillin? He looks a bit rattled.
A deal like ours will work better with fewer questions asked. Now what do you say? I help you and you help me. We do not have trust from Reinhardt, so we gotta choose two.
And why should I trust you? You helped him break into my home. You nearly broke his nose.
Look, Frau Larsen, I'm a simple soldier. I get an order, I need to execute it. I don't get anything personal against you or your husband.
All right, is he a brute? Or I suppose that he is taking a risk. You think what?
You're a brute.
You're a brute. There's no way I will ever work with a crook like you. I'll find another way to help Anders.
Reinhardt trusts us down and he shrugs. My offer still stands.
He hands me a slip of paper and begins to walk away.
Nah, I don't think we need to. I'll give it some thought. Well, that's interesting. I definitely did have the thought of maybe he is not...
Oh, we have a diary here.
Okay.
Sorry.
They put on friendly faces. They smile at you when you walk down the street. They hold doors open and make space under their umbrellas. But behind it all, there's a quiet menace. All their niceties mask a sinister motive. Their eyes cannot help but scan and study you. They look for weaknesses which can be exploited, and you shiver under the gaze of the Gestapo, no matter what promises they make.
All right, last big question for today, team.
Option 1. If they thought themselves the only ones capable of affecting civility and hiding behind a fake smile, then they were sorely mistaken. Option 2. I could only imagine what it had been like for Anders, already under their gaze for so long. Or option 3. They did all this for a reason, providing security at the cost of freedom and bringing some kind of order to the world, but the price was high. Yeah, I agree. Option
Number
1. You are
If they
sorely
thought
mistaken.
themselves the only ones capable of affecting civility and hiding behind a fake smile, then they were sorely mistaken.
Nice.
Good work, team.
Cool. Well, this was a very different experience than the first time we played it.
Totally different.
Definitely a lot to think about. I definitely felt like maybe Reinhardt is, I don't know. I'm curious to know what
You think there might be a way in with Reinhardt?
I don't know.
With Reinhardt? Wow.
That was good, right? Yeah.
That was good.
So this game is called Gerda, A Flame in Winter. This was an exclusive first look. The game will be released later this year. So if you're interested in playing it yourself, you can put it on your wish list on Steam. And thank you again so much to Dontnod and Pour2Play for sponsoring this stream and giving us the opportunity to play this.
Yeah, if you'd like to check it out, there's a panel that looks like this down below the video. Gerda, A Flame in Winter will be released later this year. And we were just lucky enough to get to check out some of the early pre-release gameplay, which has been a lot of fun. Exclamation point Gerda in the chat gets you where you're going. And Pieces of Eden. Hey! Give me a big hug, team. We super appreciate you all being awesome humans. Take it easy, be gentle with yourself, and thank you for helping us branch this narrative.
Yeah.
We got a raid lined up, nice and easy. They are building a Lego typewriter.
Perfect.
On theme, old-timey typewriters, but not depressing or sad with Nazis. Overall, let me tell you that I think this game did a really great job of letting me feel in control of the character we're role-playing, having a clear idea of where our choices were leading us, a sense of stakes for all of the decisions we were making, even if they were small. And I'm really all about this top-down camera. Like the art style is really beautiful. I'm really intrigued to learn more about this game. So if you want to follow along, you can find Pour2Play on social media, and of course Dontnod as well. If you'd like to give them any feedback or any input about how you feel about the game entirely, and if you'd like to recommend it for us as a full playthrough game, you can do it on a little panel that looks like this. Exclamation point games in the channel. Amelia and I will be live tomorrow, 1 hour earlier than whatever time it is for you right now, with Detroit Become Human's 4th anniversary stream with big prizes every hour, including, but not limited to, a super cool autographed Connor Nendoroid drive? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, it's available nowhere but here. You can have it. So it's going home with somebody on the stream tomorrow. And Miss Okami.
Miss Okami, thank you
Miss
so
Okami.
much.
Pardon the ducks, but we'll hug around them. Thank you all for helping us feed the chickens. Remember the ducks. Get the memo to the sparrow. You know what to do. Thank you, Miss Okami. The raid is coming along, so we'll get it going like this. My name is Bryan.
My name's Amelia.
And this is our Twitch. Thank you all for hanging out with us.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Soon. Let's go on the raid in 1,
3,
2, 3.
4, 5, 6.
Hey, time to raid!